we're gonna get our chocolates for tonight from the advent calendar, aren't we, Amber?
Ja.
Is it? Oh, this thing is mean.
Ja.
He's from Papa. So yeah, now Caroline is sitting in the living room because she is breastfeeding our new baby. Right, girls? Are you done with me now? Now they've had their chocolates. Yep, that's right. Little baby Max was born on the 28th of November at 11:54.
Ja.
There's Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. And how heavy was he? 3.5 kilos. Which was heavy compared to this one, who was born at 2.7 kilos. You're gonna read all your books?
Ja.
Good girl. On Friday night, early in the morning, about 2 o'clock at night, Caroline started to get her contractions, and this time we knew it was serious. We packed everything, got the kids out of their beds. They were okay, actually. They dealt with it very well. Dropped them off at their friends, kept driving. During the drive it was okay. Caroline had maybe contraction every 15 minutes. The roads were fine. There was quite a bit of snow already everywhere, but they cleared the roads well here, up here. And of course we had already the winter tires with the spikes on, so that was no problem. Then Caroline of course started remembering the pain, and she had already told the hospital in advance that she wanted an epidural this time, which she hadn't had with Jasmine or Amber. They were prepared for that. They did ask her several times if she was sure. Now we asked them, why are you asking so often? And we know that they are a more natural hospital, which they are very proud of, and so they would prefer that maybe you do it in the bath or anything. But of course, your wish is their command, and Caroline was, I'm not having any of this, give me the epidural. Which in hindsight she was extremely grateful for, because they did it so well that really she could only feel the numbness around the belly area, her legs she could still feel, and above that as well. She didn't have any weird side effects where she felt that she couldn't breathe or anything, so she was very happy she did it. The only thing that it did have a side effect of was that it was working so well that she could not feel the contractions when the moment came where she really had to do the final pushes. And so she needed a bit of help to get the baby out. And so he said, we're going to use the suction machine. They used this thing to put on the top of the baby's head. Yeah, so he's pulling him out, and it left a bit of a bulge on his head, but that goes away after a few days. In fact, it's already pretty much gone. Another reason, actually, what we found afterwards, and what I thought as well, what I saw when the baby was coming out, is that he didn't come out facing down the way or straight. He was a bit sideways, which makes a big difference. Maybe 2 centimeter difference, and well, we know with women how little space there is already for a baby to come out, so that made a huge difference, of course, to the whole process. And so it wasn't just because of the epidural, it was also that actually it was mainly to do with that he was just not coming out the right way. It's rather tough for Caroline to do the video with me, but I thought I wanted everybody to know what's been going on with us. It's now Wednesday, and it all happened on Friday. We were able to stay there for one night. You can already leave after 6 hours if you want here in Sweden. But after 48 hours you do have to do the final tests for the baby. So for that you need a pediatrician to be there, and well, the pediatrician was not working in the weekend, which meant we would have had to stay 3 days in the hospital. And since it's only an hour, 50 minutes away, I had nobody as a backup for our animals, because I could just drive back and do that. So that was the plan, that I would go back. But when Caroline found out that she had to stay an extra day, she would have found it a bit too lonely to be alone for that long. So we decided, well, since everything was going fine with the baby, breastfeeding was going great, that we would take the baby home with us the next day, on Saturday, pick up the kids from our friend's place. So we'd all be together again, because they missed us a lot, even though they were there only for one night, and they know these friends very well, who also have 2 daughters. But of course they wanted to know what was going on with us, and especially Amber, who's getting a bit older and starts to understand what was going on. On Sunday everything was going great as well. Caroline had painkillers, was helping her a lot. The epidural also had helped, I think, a lot to not put as much strain on her body as it had done with the previous pregnancy. So she didn't feel nearly as bad as she had done with the other 2. The next day we were allowed to have the kids at preschool because of the hospital visit. We dropped them off in the morning, drove again to the hospital, did the test with the baby. Everything was perfect. perfectly fine, very healthy. So we were allowed to just go home and be together again. Yeah, funny story to finish off this whole saga was that the moment Caroline never, her water with the other two girls didn't really break. They actually, by itself, they actually popped it. So we never had that story of, oh my god, my water broke and there was a river coming out. Well, she was having these contractions, but nothing was happening. It wasn't really speeding up. So we thought, well, let's take a walk. Let's go, because she was getting hungry. It was about lunchtime. So I thought maybe, you know, get some fuel in us. So we walked to the canteen. There's a small canteen where they had some sandwiches and crackers and things like that that you could have. We sat down, and the moment she took a few bites, suddenly she goes, oh, and splash. There was a huge puddle of water, I guess. What is it that's inside? Amniotic fluid on the floor. All over the chair, all over the floor. A guy had just been in cleaning the floors, so we felt a bit bad, but everybody was laughing because I don't think it ever happened before in that hospital, so that was quite a story. Something that you see in films. You actually felt it really pop as well, like a balloon almost. I think we can go have a little sneak peek at the baby to finish this off. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, it's very dark. Hey Yasmin, we gaan even naar de baby kijken.
Oh, you just got a bit upset there.
Oh, you're a bit upset. Hey Max. Okay. You're right. Not so comfy now.
I think he's still hungry, maybe.
Still hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
We'll be back soon with more events happening on the homestead. Thank you all for watching. Talk soon.